Welcome to Firearms of America. Today I am back here at Shooters in Fort Myers, Florida with this Glock 44 chambered in 22 LR. Now this is a newer model from Glock, 22 LR, something definitely new. Let's do some shooting and see what I can do. Now 4-inch barrel in a good old reliable Glock, right? Even though it's a new model, I expect nothing less but some awesome shooting experience. One thing, however, that I was kind of maybe almost disappointed about, considering this is a Glock, the capacity of the magazine is only 10. Now I understand because 22 LR is a tiny round, it might have been a little bit of a pain trying to make it a double stack magazine, but nevertheless I kind of had expectations. Well, that's fine. So I know a lot of people out there, 22 LR, mixed opinions on 22 LR, right? I personally do like it. I wouldn't necessarily have it as my #1 choice for a concealed carry or a home defense or anything like that, but I think it is a lot of fun on the range. For plinking, obviously. This is what we're gonna do here, because pretty sure none of those flippy pedals gonna turn from a 22 LR, but we'll try and see. Now I don't know how many rounds I put in because I can't count and talk at the same time. It is open, it is not numbered, however. It looks like there's a 10 and a 5, that's it. So it looks like it's already at a 10. Okay, so let's do some shooting. And one thing before I start shooting, I wanted to mention here. This particular ammo that I'm using, Winchester Wildcat, a little bit of a tricky ammo. My SR22, Ruger SR22, did not like that ammo very much. So, a reliable Glock. Let's see how it handles this particular ammo. I will start with that yellow circle in the center. All right, feels good. Wow, the recoil. And just as expected, this is a lot of fun. Now the recoil is practically non-existent. And I mean, you do not even need to aim. But let's talk about the gun itself. Obviously, you know this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put, look, 5, 7, 10. That's how I'm not gonna get confused. But let's talk about the gun itself, right? You probably already noticed that the grip here is from the Generation 4 Glocks. This particular one, of course, does not necessarily need any kind of generation because there wasn't any previous generations of this gun. Like I said, this is a newer model, newer addition to the line of Glock pistols. But the grip here is from the Generation 4 Glock. The guide rod as well. It is a tighter slide, so it's a little bit tougher to rack. Keep that in mind. Now, I do like the aggression on the grip. It feels pretty good. It is definitely more on the aggressive side. I do like the mag release. As you can see, again, this is their newer Generation 4 mag release. It's a little bit wider, a little bit more area here compared to a Generation 3 Glocks. The slide release, everything else is the same. Really, the slide release is ambidextrous. Now the mag release, you can switch it to another side. So if you are a lefty, you can definitely have this gun and have fun with it. You probably already noticed the serrations here on the trigger guard, which is pretty good if you are this type of gripper, right? Gun holder. Let me put a few more rounds through it and then we'll try to concentrate. I will try to concentrate on the trigger. Now, one thing I really like about the 22 LR magazines is they have this lever that you pull down and it makes loading so fast and so easy. Again, I do kind of wish it was double stacked because I was expecting like 25 capacity magazine, considering how small this round is, but oh well. Okay, so let's see if I can hit those flappy paddles. I don't expect them to turn, but let's try to do that. Didn't turn. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the sides and the trigger. Okay, first of all, the trigger. I do like it a lot. The pull on this particular one is 26, and most of the times, you guys know, whenever it comes to Glock, it's usually between 24 and 28, which is the standard pull. Now, here, your standard Glock safe action system, as you can see, basically this little pre-trigger that kind of gives you the feeling of you putting your finger on the trigger before you actually put your finger on the trigger, right? And then we have probably about 1 millimeter of safe travel, right? And then probably about 4 millimeters of kind of unsure, unfamiliar travel. And then it's a snap. So pretty good overall, pretty good overall. Now, the sides are your standard Glock sides, nothing crazy over here. You can have your regular 3-dot sides by replacing this rear side, but if you are, if you are used to this Glock sides, you're gonna be just fine. Now, one thing, first of all, if you do want to know exactly the difference between the Generation 3 and the Generation 4 Glocks, what they have done there, what they have upgraded, check out my video. I do have a back-to-back comparison between the two. But a few things that they did, they changed the aggression on the grip. It is now a little bit more aggressive in the Generation 4. They also changed, like I said, the mag release, and they upgraded the guide rod. The guide rods are tighter, a little bit heavier on the Generation 4 Glocks. And what that gives you is that it gives you less recoil whenever you're shooting, but at the same time, a little bit tougher slide to rack. So keep that in mind. Which one do you prefer? Now, all of you guys are, pretty sure all of you guys are familiar with Glocks, very, very popular polymer frame, pistol, very, very reliable. I've really never had any kind of issues with Glock, except maybe one time the slide not locking back on the last round, which I think was my fault, because whenever I hold it, I always hold my fingers in this grip, so that can affect the slide not locking back on the last round. But one thing I did not even notice, this ammo, as you can see, not a single problem with this Glock. But for a comparison, here is my Ruger SR22. Now, in no way, I'm not trying to talk down on Ruger or anything like that, but I am gonna put 10 more rounds into this as well. Not 10 more, but 10 rounds through this as well for a comparison. And we'll see how this one will handle compared to the Glock. Now, of course, a firearm not handling a certain ammo is not an indication of a firearm being bad. Okay, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, there's a very good point out there in the gun community that a reliable firearm should be able to shoot anything. And so far, as you can see, not a single problem with Glock. So let's do 10 rounds through my Ruger SR22. I'll try to hit the same yellow and see how it does it with this ammo. All right, something happened. Oh, I see the round stuck in there. Let me get this out of the way. Fire. All right, load it. And in single action, let's see. Still in single action. All right. So as you can see, the last few rounds were pretty good, but there was this really weird malfunction that I have no idea what happened. But this is Glock right here. And 30 rounds already through this Glock and not a single problem. So at the end of the day, again, not trying to talk down on Ruger or anything, this is my personal pistol. I do love it a lot. I just need to get a little bit more of specific ammo for it to make sure that it's doing its job. But as you can see, it doesn't really matter for a Glock. It's still going, it is still working, and this is one of the things, one of the main reasons why people love Glock so much. It's not pretty, it's not aesthetically nice, like for example a 1911 or a Beretta 92 FS, but it's a workhorse. It does the job, just like this one, even if it's just some blinking.